evening everyone, I'm Stefan and this is some breaking news coming straight in off the presses. Reports emerge there's actually a creek that has emerged that's actually making people disappear, and we're not too sure what the details are of this creek yet. We have got a few correspondents lined up, some eyewitness testimonies and one person from the lab. We're hoping they can shed some light on what this creek is. What is this creek? What is it doing? What effect is it going to have on you, the people, the children of Port Hedland Primary School? Now, we're going to cross live first to an eyewitness, and I think his name is Carl. Carl, what can you tell us please about what you saw in the creek? Yeah, I was just walking past lately. I was just coming back from my nighttime walk, and then I saw in the distance, I saw this it looked like a creek or something. I didn't quite understand what I was seeing or what I was doing or where this creek had come from, but all I knew deep down inside me was I had to stay away from this creek. This creek was bad news. I knew stay away from this creek, and then I saw this woman walk past. I was like, "Hey, lady, are you okay? No, don't go near the creek." But she went near the creek and then she was gone. I didn't know what to do. I was just so afraid and then another person walked past, another lady. I was like, "Hey, lady, watch out for the creek." But she didn't listen either. Gone. I don't know what I saw. So I got so fast out of there. I ran, and then I'm so happy I found you guys. I don't know what else. I got nothing else to say. Just stay away from this creek is all I can say. Thanks for that, Carl. Riveting stuff there. So we have a bit more information now about what this creek's actually doing. We haven't got a few things here. I think we're going to cross over now live to Mario. Mario is working in the lab. Mario, what can you tell us about what is happening in this creek? What should people be doing when they see this creek? Yes, thanks Stefan for crossing over here. I'm here in the lab where we analyze and detect all these things and try to work out what is going on. Now, I've run the numbers. I think we're looking at a classic case here of creekology. Now, a lot of you may not have heard this term before, but I've studied it all my life. It's when these creeks appear, and what happens is they actually consume and take people away. Now, we don't know where they go. We're not actually up to that part yet, Stefan. We're still working through the numbers. We can report there have been at least 3, maybe 4 teachers that have disappeared from this creek. Now, we're not sure where the creek is. We do know some of the names. We have heard there is a Miss Walsh who hasn't been seen since she went into this creek. It must be quite a few months now. There was also a Miss Baines who has disappeared. We haven't seen her at all this year. Reports were coming through that she was near this creek, and then last year we knew a bang, she's gone now. There's also a few more people we can't quite place right now. We're not sure where Mrs. Pike might have gone near this creek because we haven't seen her lately around school. There's just the teacher list is coming through, and we're here in the lab. We're trying to work out what's going on. The main thing we can say is, people, please do not panic. We have the situation under control. Me and my folks at the lab, we will find these teachers. We will make sure everyone gets home safe. Thanks, Stefan. Thanks, Mario, for that eyewitness report from the labs. Now, we're actually going to try something different here. We actually have our correspondent out in the field. I believe it's Tony. Tony, can you hear me, Tony?
Yes, thank you for having me on the show, Stefan. It's a pleasure to be here.
Tony, what can you tell us about what's happening in the creek?
Well, I'm in Port Hedland. So I'm going to say this creek is probably in Port Hedland. That's probably because if I be in the creek, that must mean that I'm in Port Hedland with the creek is.
Tony, what can you see? What words would you use to describe what you're seeing right now?
I would probably say that if they see anything happen, please contact the authorities. Like I'm just trying to stay safe. I'm just looking out for people right now.
No, you go.
No, you go.
Well, Tony, what should people do if they actually encounter this creek that we're hearing all about?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you what happens next. I just hope everyone gets home safe. I hope we're all good, and I hope I hope we can find this creek and just find where everyone is. I don't understand what is happening. Thanks for having me, Stefan.
Thanks for coming on the news, mate. Well, that's what we have so far. We're not actually quite sure where this creek is. We have discerned it's in Port Hedland. It actually is making teachers disappear, is what we're hearing. And the best advice we have is to just stay away from this creek as best you can. Well, that's all I've got time for you, please. I'm Stefan, and this has been some breaking news live from Port Hedland Primary School.